Guys, welcome back to Between the Ropes TV. Today, we're going to be looking at last night's Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley rematch. Now, for those that don't know, Jake Paul got the stoppage in the sixth round. And at face value, respect to him because it was a vicious knockout. If you haven't seen it, check it out because, in fairness, he lands the right hand and Woodley just goes down like an absolute sack of potatoes. Referee waves it off. Very clean cut knockout. I mean, I saw some comments, is it knockout of the year? It was really impressive. But as the day's gone on, there's a little bit of talk about, is this fight a fix? Because what you'll see off Jake Paul, just before he throws it, he twists his right hand like that. And people are saying, is that a signal for Woodley to go down? There's been lots of talk about in the contracts for the first fight. Woodley wasn't allowed to knock him out. I think there was some substance to that. Tommy Fury's team reckoned that they got the contract and sort of tried to leak bits of it. And, I think you definitely have to say, that time when Jake Paul was on the ropes, Woodley did not go in to finish him. So there's some definite weight behind that. But is there some weight behind this? Was that knockout a fix? That's the question. And that's what, guys in the comment section, let us know what you think, because when I woke up this morning, I saw the knockout. I thought, wow, fair play to him. He's obviously, he looked in good shape this time. I think he weighed 191 pounds, but he looked in good shape. He was ready. There's no doubt. And it is impressive what he's done, isn't it? He's still undefeated. He's knocked out every boxer that he has faced. But having said all that, he hasn't actually fought a boxer yet, has he? He's fought, I don't want to say washed up UFC guys, because, they're definitely not, they are fighters, aren't they? Woodley 3 years ago was UFC champion. Jake Paul hadn't even had a fight. Ben Askren had a big reputation previously in his mixed martial arts. I don't actually think it was in UFC, but I'm not a massive mixed martial arts fan. But, he's fought proper fighters. But what's next now? For me, he's got two options. He now either needs to fight a boxer. So that could be Tommy Fury. Can Tommy Fury renegotiate that fight? I know Jake Paul said not a chance. He's had his chance. He pulled out after all the talk. He sort of crawled up his own arse, for want of a better phrase. And personally, I have to admit, after all the talk, I was very disappointed to see Tommy Fury pull out. However, with the illness, the broken rib, he can't fight like that, can he? So it's one of those things. I think it makes sense. Obviously, it makes sense commercially for them to rearrange that fight. And I think Jake Paul needs to understand where he is. And in fairness, I think as a fan now, you have got to start and sort of respect what he's doing. He's getting in a boxing ring, which we talk about stuff on this channel. However, having the balls to actually go and do it, hats off to the man. There is then a little bit of a situation, because this stuff is fixed or sort of pre-planned, then obviously, how big of balls does he need? But, assuming all things are equal and it's genuine, he needs to fight a boxer. So I think Tommy Fury is a perfect sort of candidate. They're both relatively inexperienced in the pro game. So it'd be a great learning fight for both of them in reality. It's a step up from what Tommy Fury's been fighting. I think it was only Jordan Grant a couple of fights ago that was actually undefeated. The rest, 2 wins, 50 losses, and, those sorts of journeyman fighters. So it's a big step up for him. I think also for Jake Paul, it's an actual boxer for a start. So if they can get that fight made, both fighters get paid a lot of money, let's be honest. It draws the casual fans. Also, I think there will be an element of diehard fans with the Tyson Fury, John Fury getting involved. While I don't appreciate the sort of graphic content that was in their press conference, at the same time, it puts bums on seats and sells pay-per-views, doesn't it? So it's a fight that I think makes the most sense for both of them. He's talking about Canelo in the next 36 months. If he's going to do that, while it would make money, he also does need to step up, because right now Canelo would just take his head off. So he needs to start fighting boxers. And I think, as much as he says he won't, Tommy Fury is the perfect candidate, because it's the perfect balance between a boxer and a payday. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Let me know what you think in the comment section. We've got a lot of great content coming for you this week. We've got a very special interview on Tuesday night coming with an undefeated pro who we got the pleasure of meeting and watching fight on Friday in Sheffield. So check that out, definitely. Lots of content coming over Christmas. And as always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one.